Hey, welcome to Seeking the Sacred Earth, and this is a survivor's testimony, part 3. So when it comes to healing trauma, it is a spiral. Instead of seeing it linearly, like inception point of trauma and the healing at the end, what, from my experience and from what I've learned from different healers and psychologists working with people and different other survivors sharing their stories, it's a spiral, meaning the event, and then we go around it. And as we heal and confront it and absorb it and integrate it, it comes around that the timing gets longer and longer around when we come back to face it. And each time we face it and it bubbles up, we're able to deal with it in a more graceful, integrated, holistic way. That's been my experience. That we can never delete what happened to us, but when it comes around, we can have more space around it. It loses its sharpness. It loses, the poison gets drawn out of it. It becomes less traumatic to look at it. And that's the hope. That is the hope that I want to give any survivor watching these videos, because it does get easier and easier to look at it, to deal with it, to integrate it, and to let it go. There are many things that being a survivor has given me, and I really believe surviving what happened to me has made me a better person, a more loving person, a more compassionate person. It's not to say that there aren't circumstances in my life where I've made mistakes and handled things in ways that don't make me proud. But what surviving rape and sexual assault and sexual abuse did for me was deepen me in ways that I can look at other people's pain and hold it. I can sit with someone who is losing someone or feeling regret about doing something horrible, or I can sit with other survivors and I can hold space for people and their pain. And oftentimes my friends, my friendships, people come to me in their dark hours because they know I can handle it. And that is such a gift, to be able to hold people's hand in darkness. It's also made me a better mother, because I am able to sit with my child and truly be present in a way that I may not have learned how to be had I not had to go through all of this integration and do all of this work to find meaning in the present moment and meaning in the small things and gratitude for the very existence that we share. Being a survivor also taught me so much about caring for the human body and what a magical gift, what a magical creation this body is, that it is regenerative. In some ways, I think I look better and younger than I did when I was in my early 20s, holding all of that darkness and pain. As I let it go, literally, my body regenerated and healed, in ways that are miraculous to me. And I learned about food and how to use it as medicine. And I learned about all these different modalities and energy healings that may be actually ancient remembering that we're doing. I'm able to be a better artist. I think in a lot of ways I became an actress because I really needed an outlet for those intense, deep feelings, and I think acting really saved me on a lot of levels. Those intense, dark jobs came just in time when I really needed to vent and actually couldn't in my real life. Acting has been a great healer for me. No idea that would make me emotional. And my career has been a safe haven for me to express the pain in a way that can not only entertain others, but offer a safe space for others to feel catharsis. And now, as I'm on the other side of the trauma and in a place of healing that is really more about how can I enjoy my life now? How can I really relish myself and my body and my child and my environment and my career, and how can I enjoy life is where I'm at. This is the stage that I pray anybody who is in the process now will see in me, that on the other side of the darkness and the pain is an exquisite lucidity and an ability to be grounded for others, an ability to truly experience the wonder of this planet and the people and the animals on it. So being a survivor can actually be your greatest asset. Being a survivor can make you a better person. Being a survivor can make you a better coworker, family member, mother or father, friend, lover. Being a survivor can make you more powerful, more compassionate, more creative than you could have ever been had you not experienced the pain, the fear that you did. And I do want to speak to the fear. Part of, it was the shame and the fear that was the most awful, because when we can't face what happened, it will try to relive itself. That's the nature of trauma and PTSD. And that, the fear was I don't know what was worse, the shame or the fear. Because it just wanted to replay and replay and replay. But I'm here to tell you, I'm beyond it. And I didn't believe it when other people told me that I would be. But the fear, if we dive into it instead of pushing it away, it was the pushing everything away that did the most damage. Perhaps more damage than the actual event was my complete suppression of what happened. My desire to block it out entirely, to forget it ever happened. Perhaps that did more and created more pain than anything else. So that's it for this series. And God, if you've gotten to this far and you've watched all of these, I just thank you so much. And I hope that you share it with people that you know who could benefit from this. And I hope you have benefited from this. I hope that this is, in some ways, has shed light on something that we have viewed as so dark. And I hope that you pass this on to people that you think can use it. Because that's what this is for, as I've said, to create a web of support, of connectivity, so that no one ever has to feel alone again. Namaste.